Accountability. We really want you to get to the point where you're holding yourself accountable to immediate progress. There's lots of different things that you can be doing, thinking that you're building your LifeVantage business, when in reality, it isn't actively pushing you forward. And so there is a huge difference, and we want to understand what it really means to do action items as opposed to activity.
Yes, I love that. So what is action?
So action, we're looking at sharing the ABC Primetime video with somebody that hasn't seen it before, following up with somebody that has seen it, personal development and growth.
Yeah, putting them into a Facebook group, right? Tagging them on things that are specific to them, you know, calling them up, just telling them that you're thinking of them. These are all action, action, action. You know, calling up your team members and saying, let's get on a call with so-and-so. Let's help them follow up. All these different action.
Yeah, and you can really see those action items when we walked you through picking your pace.
Yeah.
So the walk, run, fly. There were specific things that you can do on a daily basis. We call them DMOs, or daily method of operations, that on a regular basis you do these things that's going to get you where you want to get. Now, at the end of the day, there's a lot of other time fillers that you could be doing.
Activity?
Right? Activity. Things like researching, looking up, you know, different papers or articles, trying to figure out motivational or inspirational YouTube videos to watch, things like that. Or basically like shuffling papers around your desk. It might get you organized, might get you more knowledge, but at the end of the day, it's not having a direct impact right then on building your business.
So an example as far as activity for me, every time that I'm getting ready in the morning, I am listening, I am fueling and feeding my brain with podcasts, with science, with, you know, compensation stuff, with all these different things that I know that I need to improve on myself, you know, with personal growth. I do that when I'm getting ready in the morning. I do it when I'm folding laundry and doing laundry. I do it when I am cooking and cleaning up. These are things that, you know, are awesome to be doing when you can't be on the phone necessarily talking and being fully focused with somebody at that certain time. And I can't even begin to tell you what that has done for me. And then after those times, it's action.
Yeah.
It's all in massive action to build and to bless.
Yeah, so think about it like if you're devoting 4 hours a week towards LifeVantage, and you spend an hour of that watching training videos, and then you spend an hour being on a team meeting, and then you spend another hour on a motivational webinar or watching videos. You just spent 3 out of the 4 hours that you're devoting to build your business, and you only have 1 hour left to actually build your business. So that's really why we want you to be so honed in on this and knowing the difference, because we'll get you to your goals much faster when you're focusing that dedicated time towards these action items.
Yes, clarity is power. And so when you are in those moments of getting ready, of doing laundry, of driving to work, actually when you're going to work, you can actually make a few calls. Hey, you busy tonight? Let's catch up. But during those times where you're not focused in on the action, just make it be that time that you are being fed.
Yeah, and you can do this accountability on your own. Most people, they find it easier if they have an accountability partner, somebody that they can lock arms with. And I've found it most beneficial if you find somebody that's kind of at the same stage that you are in building your business. So if you're newer to the organization or LifeVantage, maybe lock arms with somebody else that joined recently as well too, because you're going through the same different growth curves at the same period of time.
Yeah.
So hold each other accountable, get together in groups if you can as well too.
Right, you don't feel as alone, and it makes it more fun. We always say if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. And so, in the beginning, I was talking about when we are all doing this together, it is so much more fun. So if you do have an accountability partner, you can challenge each other, you can talk to each other, you can celebrate, all the great things. You can celebrate the no's as well, and then offer up different things or practice, how to talk and invite or close and just sharing successes and things that you've learned.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think part of accountability as well too is identifying things that got in the way after the fact from keeping you from doing what you need to do. So, if your goal in a given week was, I'm going to share this with 10 new people, and you only shared it with 2, figuring out what got in the way of sharing it with another 8 people, so that the next time I say I'm going to do 10, I can hit 10 or maybe 12.
Yes. When you said that, this is a little off topic, but before we went to bed every single night, you guys, we knew the 2 people that we were going to talk to the next day. We literally had their names, and if we had more time that day to share with more people, we always did. So
right, yep, at a minimum, and that was what we were holding ourselves accountable when we were first building our LifeVantage business.
Yes.
So definitely throw out those goals, know what they are, hold yourself accountable to it. The coolest thing that I think right now that's happening is you're coming to the end of going through all of the different steps. You went through all of the blueprint training, and you really have the framework, the basic foundation on how to grow a multi-million-dollar business.
Yes, yeah. I mean, you guys, it's for real, right? All of this is for real, and so you've done it. So celebrate. Do something right now just to celebrate. You know, I have this personal coach. She's like, Michelle, let's celebrate what just happened. And she makes me literally celebrate and do all these funny things. But there's something beautiful that happens to your body when you do that, actually. So celebrate what you've done and understand that what Shawn just said is for real. Like, we had no clue what we were doing. We just, you know, they said be coachable. We did it. You've just done it. You've just done it. So now it's implementing and doing and improving and growing and feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And when you're uncomfortable, that's good. Push through it and know that you've got this. You guys have got this. We just love you so much. This is a big deal.
Regardless what rank you are in the company, these are always going to be the building blocks of how to get to the next step.
Right.
There isn't anything magical or different that elites are doing than what we went over in this training. It's just doing it more times.
Right.
And continuing to do it and get polished on it so that you get better, and you've done it, you know, more than what was needed to get you to the goals.
Right.
So keep that in mind too, that these basics and these fundamentals are what are going to get you to the top. Keep it simple. I tell people all the time,
keep it simple.
This is not an easy business. It takes persistence. It takes hard work and dedication and sacrifice, but it is the most simplistic business that we've ever done, because it comes down to just these basic steps and doing them over and over and over.
Yes. Yes. Amen. Amen.
So again, we applaud and congratulate you for going through and taking the time and the commitment and empowering yourself to make it through the process and then uncover how you are going to get to where you want to get.
Yes. Commit to yourself and just create whatever it is that you want. We love you.
See you at the top.
Yes.